Hello folks, hold on a second, I gotta adjust this stupid camera, sorry. This is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing in Dallas, Texas. I want to talk about something. I'm going to actually talk about two things, two little tips I have about interior detailing. One of them is practical, one of them is really going to be up to you. How detailed are you? How much do you want to leave an impression on your customer? How much do you want to rise above the competition maybe? The second tip I'll talk about at the end of the video has helped me in so many different ways, because some of my clients, when they notice I do it for them, wow, they love it. They talk about me. They tell their friends about me. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what we want. We want more business, right? We want people calling us back. Here's the deal. When it comes to cleaning interior doors, this is pretty straightforward. You might be spraying a cleaner. If you notice on the ground, I got my spray bottle, my new favorite spray bottle, the Bona bottle that I just did a video on. I want to make a quick little point about that video. Somebody told me I was a little aggressive in that video, and I probably was. I'm sorry. I was being sarcastic. I'm a New Yorker. Here I am in Texas. I can be loud. I can be maybe a little bit of obnoxious. I'm sorry. I said that McGuire's bottle and sprayer is like a woman who just talks too much. Here's the irony, folks. All you women are precious. Love every one of you. If there's anybody who talks too much, it's me. I'm probably, if we were all best friends, you said, hey, I love Scott, he's a great guy. I promise you the next thing you're going to say, that guy doesn't know when to shut up. So that's a joke on me. I didn't mean to pick on you women. Absolutely love you. We need you. If it was up to us men and we were on this planet alone, trust me, this place would be far worse. We'd screw it all up. Love you. But anyway, let's get back to this interior door. You have this interior door, right? Most of us are going to be sitting in front of it. We're going to be kneeling in front of it. Maybe you're sitting your fanny on the threshold plate, or you're sitting in the car seat. This door, depending on where it is, how old the vehicle is, maybe you're parked on an incline. Some of my customers, I'm mobile, may have an incline to their driveway. This door sometimes can drive me nuts. I know I say I love a lot of things, and I do. There's a lot of things on this planet I love, but there are some things that drive me nuts, and this is one of those areas that drives me nuts. As a mobile detailer, I want all four doors open. There's a couple of reasons for this. I want air in there. I'm using cleaners. Some of these cleaners can be a little potent. They're alkaline based. When you spray them, if you happen to be downwind of them, boy, they can just about knock you on your feet, but that's okay. We need something tough sometimes to get through some, grease and grime. But here's the deal. This door loves to keep swinging, closing. I'm always fighting it, trying to clean it. Maybe I'm looking inside the vehicle and I got my backside, my little fanny towards this door. This door wants to keep swinging and hit me in the tail end like I'm a brand new inmate with an orange jumpsuit, and I'm cute to everybody that's in there. They kind of want to keep hitting me in the back door. Joke. But here's the deal. I want to stop that. I want these doors to remain open. I want air. I want ventilation. I want a comfortable area to be working on. I don't want to keep fighting this door. So I'm going to get in this video and I'm going to show you what I do. Practical tip number one. I think it's important. It's made my life easier, and that's what I'm trying to help you guys do. So we have this door, we're cleaning it. It wants to come back at you all the time, depending on where you're parked, how old the door is. Maybe the hinge area has gotten weak over the years. This thing wants to fight you sometimes. If you watched my silly video on how to clean a seatbelt, I put the little clip on the belt so it doesn't keep pulling back into the B-pillar. I do the same thing with doors. I want all four doors open. If I'm working in a secluded area and I don't have to worry about people coming and going, it's not a busy driveway, this is my tip. I take this clamp. I bought this thing at Lowe's. It's like $2 or $3. It's not going to break the bank. It's got a rubber tip on the end of it. It's got little rubber handles on the rear. It won't scratch anything. And all I do is a little swing arm, a little guide arm for the door right by the hinge assembly. I put this on there so this door doesn't keep coming at me. This is important to me. So it would look like this. I put it on there, and now this door doesn't want to move. It doesn't want to come towards me. Again, if you're on a flat surface, it's probably not a big deal. You're working at your own home. But here's the deal, if it's breezy outside, windy outside, these things will close. Sometimes I'll be working in the back of the car, highly focused on cleaning. All of a sudden the doors will close. It will kind of jar me and scare the living crap out of me. I want these doors open. I want ventilation. I want to make my life easier. I want to be able to access the door jambs and not have to worry about this thing constantly closing on me. If I've got my hands in tight corners or in tight areas, I don't want to smash my little fingers. And I'm not saying this door is going to completely close on you, because if you're doing door jams, you're probably standing in front of the door, but it can close slightly on you and grab your fingers. I don't want any of you getting hurt. It's happened to me. It's horrible. I don't like it. I don't want it to happen to you. So that's my little tip. That's my little secret. I put that clamp on there. It stops this door from moving. I can get busy to work. I don't have to keep fighting it. The thing wants to hit me in the knees all the time, or if I'm looking inside the car, it keeps backing into my fanny. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. Simple little trick on how to get the doors to stop closing on you. Kind of crucial when you're working on an older car and the hinges have gotten weak. They're tired from being old. They want to keep closing on you. Simple little trick. It's a cheap trick. Ooh, that's a great band. It's a cheap little tip, and you can buy those things for about $2 or $3. I buy 4 or 5 of them. Easy to carry. I just clip them on my little carrying case, my case where I keep all my chemicals for my interior detailing. They don't take up a lot of room. I just clip them on the bag. They're always ready to go for me. So that's my little tip there on how to clean interior doors and stop fighting this thing from coming at you. My second tip is going to all be about mastering the details. It's all going to be about what's the level of detail you want to get to. I do this for most of my customers, and every once in a while, actually a little bit more than every once in a while, a customer will notice. Here's the deal. I'm 6'1". I've got customers that might be 5 foot. I might have customers that are like Goliath. They're 7 feet tall. God bless them. That's awesome. I wish I was 7 feet tall. Might make life a little bit easier for me. But here's the deal. If my customer, when I meet them, I greet them, how are you? Thank you so much for your business. May I see the client? May I see the patient? Can I see the car? I spend a couple of minutes with them talking about what's important to them. Have they ever used somebody before to detail their vehicle? I'm evaluating them. I'm evaluating the car before I even get working. Here's one little tip. I notice who they are, how tall are they, what's their body stature, and this next tip can really work for you if you want to try it. You don't have to do it all the time. You decide if it works in your world. It works for me. I'm going to grab that camera, bring you in because it's kind of tight inside this doorway, and it might be a silly little trick, and I thought it was silly too until I started doing it and stayed disciplined and kept doing it. My customers started to notice, and they loved it. They looked at me and said, holy crap, you are detail oriented. Here's the deal. I'm grabbing the camera. It's going to get a little shaky. Come with me. Okay. So, I'm cleaning the inside of this car. I've completely dialed it in. My customer comes outside. Maybe they're 7 foot tall. Maybe they're 5'1". I need to move this seat forward and back. If I'm working in the rear, I want to move the seat forward. If I'm working in the front, I want to move the seat all the way back so I can access everything around it. I have a silly little trick. Here's 2 pieces of tape. A piece of tape on the actual seat. You can see this seat will move. Actually, yeah, it moves. Okay. It moves, right? So I'm going to be moving the seat back and forth. I'm going to be cleaning all around, doing the carpets, dialing in the kick plate, the threshold plate, whatever you want to call it. At the end of my detail, I want to line up these 2 pieces of tape. I have a piece of tape here. These are a little big. You can make them smaller if you want. And I just want to bring those 2 pieces of tape together, line them up. What I've done is when my customer comes outside to look at the vehicle, what's one of the first things they want to do? They want to sit in the vehicle and they want to admire and appreciate the work you've done for them. If they're 5 foot tall and you've got this seat all the way back, they're creatures of habit. We all are. We're all human beings. We'll go to sit in our car, and if that seat's too far back, they want to fall in the seat like they're caught off guard. Or if they're 7 foot tall, I don't want the seat all the way forward because they may want to sit in the car to see my work, and now all of a sudden they're jamming themselves in this car. I do this little secret, lining up those two pieces of tape so that seat is exactly where it was, because here's another deal. This car happens to be a Lexus. Yes, it remembers who you are. There's a memory button. It will adjust the seat. But if you take a little step like this and show your customer that you're detail-oriented, that you care, they'll notice. And usually when they notice, they look at me and go, I can't believe you go far. I can't believe you go that far down the rabbit hole. It leaves a lasting impression to put the seat back for my customer the way they like it. People, you know, sometimes it takes people a little while to get this adjusted just right. They're always constantly playing with it. Try to get it back to their position for them. They'll appreciate it, they'll love it, they'll notice it, and they'll call you back to do work for them. They'll realize you're detail-oriented. It's not the most practical tip on the planet. It's a cool little trick that I do to let my customers know I care. If it works in your world, try it, see what happens. I think you might have some success with it. And it will make you look very detail-oriented and help you rise among the competition. You want to make more money. You want people to call you back. You want them to tell your friends or their friends, you got to meet this guy, you got to meet this woman, he's unbelievable. This is one of those tips. I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, be safe.